What did you say? I said I have a bad itch. Oh my god. Hey, and there's the sound that says that we're now live. So, this is a
Wow.
daily live stream, daily live chat, daily chatting thing. We're chatting daily. Every day, Monday through Fridays, including Saturdays. So, for Mardox, December 23rd, 2016, I'm Nelson Buck. We have John Brewer and Belinda Condell. Where's your cup, John? There you go. And it's empty. 10 cents. Ching.
No, there's coffee in it.
It's almost Christmas. It's almost Christmas. It's almost Christmas.
Where's my jingle bells? I forgot to ring those.
Yeah, we should ring jingle bells. Yeah, we really should. And I got it before we start. I got a really cute commercial I wanted to show everybody, and I think you guys are gonna really like this. I don't think YouTube is gonna ban our channel if we play a commercial. We're advertising the other site, but because we're doing this, we're gonna play it all the way through. So you guys can see the screen.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do this.
You okay, Uta?
In the jungle, the city jungle, the human works tonight.
Check this out, guys.
In the jungle, the concrete jungle, he's becoming so uptight.
All these dealing
And budget ceiling,
are making you a bore.
you're in rush hour.
And crammed in towers, you're in need of something more.
We've been worried.
You seem so hurried, your work days never end. If you need restoring, then let's go exploring to a waterfall with all of your friends. We're don't stress, my darling. Your job is working you.
Swim with me in the deep blue sea, and you will come back home brand new.
Costa Rica, need some time away. Need some time away. Come to Costa Rica. Come to Costa Rica.
I mean, talk about a great commercial done with animals. Have you guys seen anything so good ever?
Idris.
So I saw that commercial and I thought to myself, I got to show that to the group. It's just, oh wow, it's on YouTube. It's playing now. It's one of those commercials where you have to watch the whole thing or nothing. Cute, eh?
Hey,
Jackie,
Not bad.
Jacqueline.
remember, we're
Not
seeing it in
bad.
slower motion on the screen than you are too, because you're showing it through your thing.
Say again.
It shows in a slower motion to us. At least to me, it does through
Oh
your.
yeah, because we're streaming on Zoom. Yeah, but it's better on the video. It's at 20
Right,
frames a
right.
second.
That's what I
Yeah.
mean. It probably looks better, if I were to watch it like just directly.
That's it. But it's like so I saw that and I thought, geez, how long did it take them to get all the animals to do exactly what they needed to do, and then synced all the music to that?
I just sat there and watched them for hours and hours, and
No, they would have had to. Have. They would have had
That's
to.
what Nelson would
Yeah.
do.
But it's original marketing. Does that count? Oh, jeez. So John and I before the show were talking about, well, actually John, I and Belinda, but Belinda didn't say hi or nothing. We didn't know she was there, and she was hiding away. And then she's like, "Oh my God, nobody says hi to me." You know how it is. So we totally ignored Belinda, and John and I were yakking away. And we were talking about content and how content is not necessarily bad content or old, even though it comes from years ago. What I'm doing is I'm downloading from a website a ton of content, probably about another 5,000-6,000 titles, maybe 10,000 titles, ebooks, videos, graphic packages, sound packages, everything we can add to our pile, and our members can then download it and use it for their own stuff. Now, I bought the rights to do this, so I'm 100% good to do this, so we're all good. But I noticed this website had stuff going as far back as 2005, 2006. And it blew my mind when I saw content from back then, and even though we're 2016 going into 2017, that the content is still relevant, still valid. So I was thinking, what do you guys think about that? When you hear members or other people say, "Oh no, content is useless unless it's only a couple days old." The one ebook I'm referring to in this case is backlinks, techniques on how to get backlinks to your website. It's something you need to do, and it's never goes out of date. What do you guys think?
Well, honestly, it depends. There are some things that you will read about that don't change over time. It depends on the technique, but some things like SEO and backlinks do change their techniques over time, but some things can still work and others don't. It depends. Like, I belong to quite a few PRL sites like you do, where you can get, like, there's new content coming out every month, but they still keep a lot of the old content from however long ago. So you have to research. You just have to do your research and not just throw anything out there in case it's not, in case it is outdated.
Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Keep going. I'll be right back. I'm going to listen.
Okay, whatever that was about.
Must have been important. But there are some things that there are some principles and some processes and whatnot in our industry that never really go out of date. We kind of change the way we do it a little bit. It's like list building. That's something that remains important, and the importance of building one's list will always be there. And it's being highlighted a lot these days. So that's kind of something that never really goes out of date. Maybe the way you go about building your list changes a bit, but the fact that one needs to build a list doesn't really go out of date.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, because list building, just like backlinks, you got to build backlinks too. Backlinks is a way of building a list. You're building a list of other websites that are linking to your website. And if you don't keep that fresh, you're going to have either people just don't care about their website, or they're going to have, they're going to just take your link off because they find that you're irrelevant. So you got to keep that relationship going. Building an actual email list, or as Belinda will try to tell you, a phone list, address list. Sorry, Belinda.
Funny.
We love you, Belinda. We're trying to stay away from that L word. It's not list.
Just say prospects or special people. Get creative.
Now you're getting it's not the L word. Now it's special people.
Special prospects.
Yeah. Okay. Special prospects. Okay. Yeah. The privileged few.
That's better. I like that one.
That's it. There you go. So Linda brings in this the privileged few. There you go. I think I like that too. Yeah. And so for those of you that don't know what it is, go look it up. We'll tell you someday. It's the L word. It's 5-letter L word. It's a swear word. I can't say it.
I wore it out so much it became a bad word.
Yeah. Belinda caused it to be a swear word. But yeah, building your list is critical. And there's 1,001 people out there telling you how to build a list, how to make a list, how to maintain it. But it all comes down to the same thing. You've got to build connections. You got to create a list, and you have to maintain that list and communicate with those people and say, hey, I'm doing this week, I'm doing that next week. We have a list of 1,600, $15.99 on YouTube here. It is a list. It's a subscriber list. If we don't do these videos on a regular basis, or try to keep the information interesting, well, those people slowly go, well, I don't want this anymore, I'll unsubscribe. Now, granted, our technique I think is awesome. Subscribe, like, and comment. That gives them a good reason to stay in, right, guys? And while we're at it, John, how about you tell them about the contest?
Yes, we have a contest going on every month, and this month, if you subscribe, like, or dislike, and comment on the video for Mardox, then you get entered into the prize draw. And this month, the prize will be two $25 Amazon gift certificates. That means one will be issued to each person.
Yeah.
You know,
So
there
So
are
it'll be two.
two available. No one person will get two. There are two available, and that means two people can win a $25 Amazon gift certificate. But you must subscribe to the YouTube channel. You must like or dislike. Like is better, and comment comment on the video. And
The
those three elements together will get you into the digital hat.
Yes, you will run the risk of winning.
Yeah. Yes.
Not the
This is
chance,
very
the
risky
risk.
business here. This is dangerous stuff. There is the risk of actually winning something.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Not like the lottery where it's 1 in 45 or 43 million chances.
Yeah.
Right now
One in
it's right.
186 gazillion or something.
Oh no, let's do the odds real quick. It is today when it's one
that
prize
isn't
right
bad.
now. It's 1 in 1,500. If everybody comments, so okay, so no, actually, what is the list? I published a list the other day. I think it was like 109 people that commented, and they liked or disliked, and were subscribed. You saw the list, right, John?
I saw the list. I didn't look through it, but
Okay, so there's like 109 people on there. So your chances to win right now are 1 in 109. You got 1% chance of winning. No. You've got 2% chance of winning because there's 2 winners this month. So your odds are 1 in 50.
interesting.
I mean, if I went to Vegas and I had someone told me you have a 1 in 50 chance of winning at the blackjack table compared to the 1 in 100,000, I'd be like, oh yeah, sure, no problem. Now, can you let me in? Because they kicked me out last time I was there for card counting. So, so not so good. No, it's true. It's true. I got kicked out of Vegas. I'm very good at numbers in my head. I'm very good at card counting. It's not a hard thing to do. It just needs discipline. And at the time, I got really good at it, and I was card counting. But I guess it doesn't help when you got the cards and you're like, okay, hold on a sec. Hit me.
You get in trouble like everywhere you go, don't you?
Yeah. Hey, I walked in with $20, and I think I made 5,000. And
Okay.
I decided I got greedy, and I decided to bet the whole thing because 5,000 would have turned into something like if I got blackjack, it would have turned into something like 100 grand.
Ooh,
It
okay.
would have been like 20 times my amount,
Yeah.
and I lost it all. Just boom,
Ooh.
gone. And I mean, I walked in
Ooh.
with 20, walked out with nothing, zero, not a niente.
Ooh.
That's not
Ooh.
good.
No.
Meanwhile, the house is going, cha-ching. I was so broke, they didn't even want to let me talk to the ladies that work there. I was like, no, sir, just leave. You lost. You snooze, you lose.
Breathing our air. Leave.
That's it. So we're talking about the lists, and as we said on YouTube, we have a list, and it is our subscriber list. So Belinda works a lot more with phone numbers and direct contacts. And again, like I tell Belinda will tell you that you have to maintain your list and talk to your people. Just because you made the sale doesn't mean it ends there. You've got to stay on it, right, Belinda?
Yep. Yeah. For me, it doesn't even have to be the phone. It could be any kind of voice chat like Skype or however you can get them to get on some kind of voice mechanism, because you're able to reach them faster and better if you can make it personal. That's the main reason I like, any kind of voice to communicate, because email and texting is convenient, Like we talked about email and the obstacles of getting around things. Even if you have a good email address, and even if you're doing it the correct way, there's still those obstacles you have to get through. And then the texting itself, people can either misunderstand your texting, you can get lost, you can get lost in the texting. And so by having voice, you're right on track and you don't miss a beat, and you just get through a lot of things faster.
Yeah, that's it. One of the biggest things I see with my members, our members, is create a list system. They'll get one person to join in. The person will buy a product, $5, and then it's like, oh, okay, I made $5 off the guy, or that person, and then they don't follow through with saying, hey, by the way, I have this too, or would you be interested in joining my site over here? You know, a lot of people, it's like, okay, I got a list. What do I do with it? Or they don't realize that it's not a wrong thing to talk to those people. The reason why I consider myself successful with Mardox, because we talk. I talk to John, I talk to Belinda, I talk to Carrie, I talk to Nick. I got tons of people on Skype. I will drop what I'm doing and have a 5-minute talk with say Raj, whenever he gets on. But you don't have to sit and talk with the person for hours on end. But as long as you communicate and make that connection with that person.
There's a lot of people who won't even part with $10 because they want to know who they're doing business with.
Yeah.
Now, some will do it because it is only $10. But let's say you have a high ticket item like what I have. You're definitely not just going to email or text somebody a couple of times and they're just going to, spend that money. Most people feel, I'm in the majority of this. Most people feel like I do. I need to know who I'm doing business with, no matter what I buy, because what if I give you my money and then, I don't get it, or it's a dud, or, anything.
Okay, John, when you mute the microphone and you're going, it still shows.
I was talking to my son.
Okay, because it looks like you're laughing at Belinda.
No,
which is nothing we ever do around here.
I didn't need to give that impression. I should have.
You're laughing at me.
We don't laugh at you, Belinda. We laugh with you.
We laugh with you.
You just set the stage for us.
No. The way I say it is, I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing with you.
Now I'm going to
started yet.
Watch this one. Now I'm going to mute.
Like I said, this is how I started. I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing with you. You just haven't started yet.
I didn't realize that I could have given that impression that I was laughing at whoever was speaking.
It's okay. I held the tears back as I was explaining.
Okay.
Okay, guys, we have a request here from a 5-year-old that sent us in a letter, and they're Christmas jokes. My director, Tiffany, that just told me that we have to talk about this. What was the Monkees' favorite Christmas song?
Jingle Bells?
I don't know.
Jungle Bells.
Oh, Jungle Bells.
Well, where does a snowman keep his money?
In his freezer account?
In a snowbank.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah. And what do elf students do?
What do elf students do?
Yeah, what do elf students do?
Don't know.
Gnome work.
No. Oh, jeez.
That's cool. Christmas jokes. That's awesome. You see, now we're not laughing at Belinda. Say thank you to Tiffany for redirecting our laughter from you to her to those jokes.
Thank you, Tiffany.
I'm reading an ebook. I have a whole bunch of them.
Oh, she has an ebook open on her laptop, and it's full of.
Well, it has like kids books, like kids stories you can read to kids, but like a chunk of it is just jokes. So one of them, it just caught my eye, was who delivers presents to baby sharks at Christmas?
Oh.
Santa Jaws.
Oh. Okay, let's take the camera off, Tiffany. That's just going to her head. Oh my lord.
Yeah.
And we're gonna I'll put a link in the description below so that you can go to Tiffy's channel because we're trying to get more people signing up over there. And
That's
what
cool.
is your channel about again? It's book tags. Can you tell me the
BookTube.
book?
Tough
Categorized
Angel
as
books.
BookTube. I do book tags, book reviews, everything book related.
Cool. So I'm gonna put a link to her in the
Yeah,
description to her
he
channel.
does bookish rants.
The
Tough
bookish
Angel
rant.
books.
Yeah, I do bookish rants too.
Bookish rants too. There you go.
Yeah.
He commented
I
on
watch her channel. I like her. I like her reviews.
Actually, you know something? Between the downloading of all this content. Oh, by the way, yeah, this is my Christmas ball. It's my Christmas stress ball. Look at this, people. This thing is awesome. It's made of
That's your
silicone.
brain inside.
Yeah, it's like I just sit there and I just squeeze this thing like, Belinda's on the channel today. You know. So between my daughter doing book reviews and me downloading this content, and I came across, she was telling me the other night that there's nothing really in Mardox for her, and I said, in this content, there's ebooks that explain how you can make money doing book reviews, and what she's doing, and how these other people make money doing similar stuff. And then I continued looking through, and I find out that there's people that will pay $5 just for us to take a look at their ebook, their e-content, listed on our website one time or in a video, and say, hey, yeah, I looked at this package today, and I recommend this. Ka-ching, $5.
What's the site? Give it to me, please.
Oh no, it's an ebook in our list. I'll get you the ebook, but it's
thank you.
it's like go on Fiverr and tell people I will review your e content on my video channel for $5, for example. You know.
Here's the thing, Nelson. That's a great idea, but here's the thing that a lot of people miss the mark on.
What's that?
Just like when I was doing eBay and Amazon, it wasn't about the price or wasn't about what I was even selling. It was more about just getting found. Now, I'm great with
Yeah,
SEO, but
yeah.
for the average person, you and I know SEO, okay, so it's not a problem for us. But for the average person, it's, just it doesn't really do much about.
SE
You have
what?
to get SEO, search engine optimization.
Yeah, I know about that. Yeah.
You know what? Okay, that's nice, Nelson. You you have to be able to get found, or your gig doesn't matter. That's the problem a lot of people have in anything they do,
That's right.
Fiverr or anything.
But in our case, we have a whole network of members where it wouldn't take much to say, hey, Belinda's doing reviews on people's content if she wants to do it, or Tiffy's doing book reviews on people's actual books. It wouldn't take much to get the word out to already 3,000 members. We've got that power
together.
behind us. We've got these YouTube channels too. By putting Tiffy's link to her video channel down below, that gets her advertising. But like you're right, if Tiffy did not know us and was just another a peg in the board amongst the millions that are out there, yeah, it's how do you get heard? I mean, who screams the loudest, right?
Right. Well, see, that's the thing I like about our membership site is you don't have to go to get fake reviews at these reviews exchange, Facebook groups or other sites like that. And, where it's not even half the time legitimate, you actually have people here at the membership that will give you a real review and that will actually back you up. And we back each other up so that we're supporting one another, and that's the way it should be.
Yeah, that's it. And it's worth a lot more because when John writes a review,
Yeah.
like when he put my name in that blog post of his and he linked to our site, that's worth more now. When I type in Nelson Buck, his review comes up versus somebody who says, "Oh yeah, I looked at Nelson Buck, blah blah blah." Fiverr. Let's face it, the search engine sites they're wise to this stuff, and they're looking for legitimate content versus the scam artists, the ones that are, they just want to get a few thousand hits, but. What's thousands of hits? Like I tell a lot of people when they say, well, I don't get very many hits. What are thousands of hits if you're not going to have quality hits?
Yeah.
See, that's what I've been teaching on. I don't care about clicks. I care about the end result.
That's right. The sale.
Because you can get 1 million clicks and it doesn't mean a thing. Now, back in the day when Google, when all these search engines were younger,
Been
people.
there, done that.
Yeah, exactly. You can, not that I did this, but I know a lot of people that have. You can spam it, get away, get found easily. Now, I know traffic, and I do keep up with the latest, evolving things that you have to keep up with. And I still get loads of traffic to whatever site I put out there. The problem is the quality of traffic has gone down because here's what Google's been doing. Yes, Google puts more relevant content, but they have gone to the other extreme So it's like you can't win either way. It's either you get the spammers or they do away with that, but then they do away with the good content too. So you're not winning either way. That's why I kind of gave up on the traffic aspect of the old traditional way that I used to do it.
Right.
Because, Google's just not what it used to be.
That's right. Yeah. Well, Google is changing a lot to try to level the playing field because, and unfortunately, a lot of people out there were abusing the system. It's those abusers that hurt us in the long run. But
Yeah.
let's face it, it's not impossible to get listed. You just need to do your research. It's not something you're going to go. If anyone tells you point and click and you're on the first page, they're full of it right there. Yeah, I can show you tomorrow. I'll make a page today and I'll list it, and I'll show you that John Brewer will be number one position. I can do it. He'll be number one position, and on the first page of the results, guaranteed. And John, I'll do it for you tonight, and tomorrow you can send me the balance of whatever's in your bank account. But what's the point of someone going to Google and typing in John Brewer as a search when nobody knows who he is?
Well, Nelson, I took years, and for a while I was on the first page and even made number one.
For what keywords? For what keywords?
Networking, coaching, mentoring, and my name itself. Of course, anybody can get their name up there.
That's what I'm getting at. You're using actual good words. That's better. But there are companies out there that will say, we'll get you listed. When the first question is, what's your name? Because they'll list you as your name. And then John will be like, oh, wow, I'm number one on Google.
Well, yeah, unless you have a common name, you're going.
Yeah. But in reality, who's going to search for John Brewer? Really?
Right.
Unless, like me, there's not that many Nelson Bucks in the world. Thank God.
Or Belinda Condell's, except for one in Ireland on Skype and not anywhere on Facebook, but just a Curtis Condell on Facebook.
No, there's a couple Belinda Condells.
I have only found one so far.
Oh, okay, there's a couple then. You and her. A couple, two. See?
Oh, yeah, okay.
I didn't say few, I said a couple.
Okay, I had to pay attention to how you were saying that.
But John's name is more popular because the name John and Brewer is not an uncommon last name. So
at least he doesn't have
Very
Smith.
common, yeah.
At least he didn't have John Smith.
John Smith, yeah, Mr. Smith. Oh my God, I've had people sign up to our site with Mr. Smith, like John Smith, for example. I was like, yeah, really, your name really is John Smith? Yeah, for real. and there are people out there called John Smith and Jane Smith. There is a couple in Nebraska. It's John and Jane Smith. And they really do exist, and they got married because I thought it was going to be the neat thing. The only people that I know of that don't have the real last name is the last name of Doe, because the last name of Doe is reserved for the deceased, I believe.
Oh, okay.
I was told that nobody has the last name spelt as Doe, like John Doe or Jane Doe, because they're code names for people that are unknown.
Yeah.
As opposed to saying unknown male, unknown female.
Right.
But so content, yeah. So yeah, content. Just because it's old, just because it's from 2005, just because that no one's selling it doesn't mean it's bad. In fact, all those things I just said are good. It's old, as long as it's relevant and still being used, and no one's been using it since say 2005. What a great opportunity to. There's my orange thumb. What a great opportunity to get that ebook, especially if it's a PLR, private label right, meaning that you can reword it, put your name on it, say it's yours. What a great opportunity to grab it, modify it, make it your own, and redistribute it. Again, okay, some people say it's regurgitated, but make it unique to you. Don't just take it and change the title and then boom, there. That's regurgitating. I'm talking about rewrite it. Take a day and read through it, and then go, okay, I'm going to change this, I'm going to change that. This is obsolete. Still need to know your field, but it's still really good content, and that would be a good time to use it if you're seeing that nobody's distributing it. Again, you can restart a niche. There's nothing wrong with that. Everybody thinks, oh, a niche, it's a fad. It gets started and it's gone. There's nothing wrong with restarting it. You could grab those new 30 to 40-year-olds, 50-year-olds that weren't there 10 years ago. Because they were, 18, 20 years old, right?
Yeah. New people come online all the time, and they don't know this stuff.
That's it. And doesn't mean even if you took like me, I got a couple ebooks that are free. I will get them up this weekend. I'm going to do it for sure this weekend. I'll put them up. My wife has one also that we made, and she wrote one up. I'll get those 3 up, and I have another one coming out in the new year. So I'll get those ebooks up. But it's like they did. Yeah, John knows what I'm talking about. One of them was like 28 pages, right, John? I think. Yeah,
something like that.
John
Yeah.
John did my proofreading, so it should be good.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Nelson, you have to tell me the PRL site you belong to, outside the chat, so I have to see if it's the one
Every one you can possibly get your fingers on, if it has if it's at all legitimate.
well, what I mean is I want to see if this, I have a few memberships. I want to see if it's the same one that you might have.
Oh, I
Well,
use Master Resale Rights. There's PLR Extreme. Those
yeah,
are the
I
two
have
big
all
ones.
those too, but I'm
Yeah.
just saying I wanted to know the name of the one that you, or the ones that you use.
Yeah,
To compare to what I
no,
have.
yeah, I know, but I'm signed up to a ton of them. But of all of them, I use PLR Extreme, 24, I think it's 24/7 PLRs articles, and Master Resale Rights would be the number one on my list. And
See, I have like 10 or 15 I belong to
yeah,
over
but
the.
yeah, but a lot of them are just sites that grab from those three big ones and then just redistribute it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, so there's like, some of them have some of the same content, but others are different.
Yeah, that's it. Like Content Galore, nobody's really adding to the website Content Galore, which we purchased. But I go out and grab the content and I redistribute it to our members inside Mardox, which that's why Content Galore is a service of Mardox, which allows our members to get the content. So in other words, by being part of Content Galore, you've got access to 3 content sites without having to be signed up to them.
Well, see, the ones I do sign up with, it's like a one-time lifetime payment, not
Yeah,
monthly,
yeah.
not
No, I
yearly.
can do lifetime also. I think Master Resale, right? I think it's $1,000 for lifetime.
No, I only have to pay a couple hundred. I have like 18,000.
Master Resale rights is $9.95 for lifetime.
18,000. I have master resale and PRL rights, like 18,000 to date on just one site alone.
Yeah.
And I mean, they update it every month.
Well, you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful now. A lot of these sites I'm seeing, they're saying it's 18,000. Master Resale right is corrupt in this sense. They say there's 15,000 titles. Well, when you download all the titles and you run an analysis on the actual bytes in the file, like you look at byte number 1 and you start scanning, okay, and then you'll see, okay, this B doesn't match A. Okay, so B is good. Okay, put in a database. Then continue with A. We go into file C, scan it. Oh, they match 50%. Now the system tells me these are very similar. They put to the side. Continues on. And when I go look at the similar ones, half the time they're identical. It's that they were submitted in 2005, again submitted in say 2009, and again 2016. But it's kind of tough. I don't blame the creators of the site, because how are they supposed to know across, let's say, I think there's 8,000 or 9,000 titles, who has what? And my software goes a little further. I don't just look at the zip file. We open the zip file up and we look at the content. We scan each file, because it doesn't take much for Belinda to grab a zip file, put a new license in and distribute it. Say, oh look, it's mine. But it gets tough because exactly that. If Belinda goes out and rebrands a PLR legally and sends it out, how is Master Resale Rights supposed to know if hers is unique or a redistributed version of something they already have?
Yeah, I guess they can't keep track of that if they're
Exactly.
just a third party.
Exactly.
Right.
You see, so that's what I've got in place right now. Is I got a software that scans all this stuff, and then it tells me a ratio as to 100% unique, and then as the score goes down, the worse and worse it is. Well, the most likely it's a duplicate of something else.
Well, where'd you get the software to do all that?
I made it.
You gotta get me one, please.
Well, we already have it in Mardox. You don't need it. That's why what I was saying about a month and a half ago. I said I'm gonna get I want to get like a 2 or 4 terabyte drive, and first I'm gonna send it to Michael Kostra, because he's got tons and tons of content. I'm gonna have him put all the content on the drive, ship the drive back. I'll plug it into the server, and then we'll run it through the system. But with that, when that's done, Michael Kostra is going to be listed as the donor of the content to the network. And when that software is downloaded, because he's the first one to recommend it to our site, unique, the document inside is going to say, provided to you by Michael Kostra at michaelkostra.com for example. When I take the hard drive and I ship it to you, Belinda, or you get a hard drive and you dump it all on and you ship the hard drive to me, whatever system that we use, same thing goes. You'll have whatever new content is added to our database that's unique, you'll be listed as the donor of that information. You see? So that's how we're going to expand our database. And I figure that by about 2018, we're going to have every single ebook out there in our database available to whoever wants to get their fingers in it. Paid members.
Well, I can't wait till you and I do our little project with your server.
Yeah. There's going to be a lot of stuff there.
I didn't forget,
No, I'm not forgetting. I don't forget you. Not much.
Yeah.
I click end on the show and I'm going, now who was in the show? If you want proof, go on our YouTube channel, look at our thumbnails, and Belinda's nowhere in any of the thumbnails. It's like as soon as I press stop.
I told you I have one picture. You're going to have to like it.
No, I don't have to like it. It's got to look good.
Even John's wearing a hoodie now. I saw that.
Yeah, and I'm looking up like, what's up?
No, I saw that. You're looking at him like, please don't hurt me, sir.
I don't know if I have it. Let's see if I have it here. Well, it wasn't please don't hurt me. I'm not scared of the guy.
Yeah, but the way you're looking.
What it kind of looks like, though.
Yeah, exactly. The way he's looking.
It was supposed to be, what's up?
That's not the impression you gave me.
What month was? What day was that? Now, do you guys know? I can't. It was close. It was close. It was close.
A couple days ago, maybe.
There it is. Here it is. Got it. Here's the thumbnail. You see, I keep everything. I keep every single thing. The people of the world can see this now. Now I gotta make it so the little people can see it too. Now, hold on.
You're like a pack rat.
Yeah, here. I'm gonna make it so Belinda can see this. Here, I'm mean to Belinda.
Here you are.
Yeah. See, there you go. That's the thumbnail from where?
Yeah, you're looking at him like
Yeah,
whatever you want,
that was December.
The 20th.
That was the 20th, right? Yeah, the 20th
Yes.
of December 2016. And I'm looking up like, what's up? Like, holy crap.
That's not the face you have. That it looks like, sir, whatever you want, humbly, like you're talking.
Carrie needs to get me more. Carrie needs to get me more photos. She has to get me more photos. Nick off on the left-hand side, because everybody knows what I look like. I'm that little scrawny little guy looking up at John there in the hoodie. Off to the right-hand side, there's Nick. And he reminds me of the guy on the old series of MacGyver, Thornton.
Yeah.
And it kind of looks a little bit like that. So it's like, and if any, now there's two things going on here. Why am I putting the faces in the thumbnails? A lot of people are wondering, well, what's the point of that? And why do I want headshots? YouTube is able to distinguish faces, and they do have an algorithm that goes through and finds faces. And when I run the software behind the scenes, it does put a square right here around Carrie's face, and it says Carrie Foster. Nick says Nick's name. John, I think last time I had to tell it who you were. I think it's because of the angle. Mine, this photo, it doesn't pick me up. It tells another name, but it's not me. But the other photo where I have it straight on, where do I have one that's straight on here? Do I have one? Yeah, here. Here's one where my face is straight on. That one picks up better, and that one gives all three names all in a row. Now, in the description of the chats, well, sometimes we do it. We say we were chatting with John Brewer, Carrie Foster, Nelson Buck, Belinda Condell, but in the keywords at the bottom of the hold on a second here. Let me grab the window. I'm gonna make a mess of everything here. In the stream, if you guys can see this, we can put the title in the description. Look how long our description is here. And this is what I mean by all the links and stuff. At the end, I put in what we talked about. I put in the hashtags. And then down below, when this is all done, there's a section for keywords. And in the keywords, I put in John Brewer, Belinda Condell, Nelson Buck, Carrie Foster, whoever was in that show. And it makes a big difference in getting those people known. Now, when you go into YouTube and you type in John Brewer, our videos show up. You see, so people who are interested in who is John Brewer, it gives them a chance to see who he actually is. So this being on these videos is actually very much worth it. It's extremely worth being on. You know, it's valuable in the extreme, literally in the extreme.
Yeah.
You know, so that's why
Pretty
I'm
cool
always on
stuff.
I'm always on Belinda saying, "Get me a photo."
Yeah, Belinda.
I don't want to break the camera.
Yeah, well, I
Mm.
have a metal mirror in my bathroom. It didn't crack, but it's warped.
Okay then.
Yeah. See, I went to prison for 20 years, and before I left, I took the mirror off the wall and I brought it with me as a souvenir. Yeah, right. I'm a kingpin. Yes, I am so crooked. It's
When
ridiculous.
Nelson when Nelson needs a new picture, he just goes to a post office he hasn't been to yet and
Well,
takes one out.
when I need a new picture, I have to use something like this. It's a Sony. It's the flip out damn, I broke it. No, it's the Sony. It's the
Ah, okay.
hey, look, it even
Yeah.
lights up. Look at this. Ooh, hi guys. Hi guys.
I have one of those.
You
I
have.
used to have one of those.
There we go.
I don't know what brand
They
it
still
is, but I
make them
have something like
anymore?
that.
Do they still make them anymore?
Yeah. This is only a couple years old.
Sorry, not to interrupt.
But why I got this one cheap is because it's got a bad pixel.
But you know what? You notice everybody's just using their cell phones now. They don't even get those. You know, just like $100, $200 mini video cameras that are like cell phones, but they're just a camera. You know, just a video by itself.
It really depends on the camera. I got a high end LG, but it does good camera, but it doesn't do as good as an actual camera. The focal mechanism in a cell phone is paper thin, whereas in the camera, the optics are from here down to about here. There's more technology in the optics for the receiving of the video content, the light, the balancing. Then there's all the circuitry that's dedicated only to that function and not to cell phones and apps and programs and whatever else.
Well, I realize that if you have a dedicated, like, video cam, it's always going to be better, better. But a lot of people just out of convenience and because they're not looking to get professional unless maybe they have a business that requires it, they're happy with just using their cell phones. Like you see a lot of people, you're not getting the standalone video cameras anymore, even the miniature ones that look like cell phones now.
That's right.
And they're not even using their 35 millimeter cameras with a built-in video. They're not even using that much anymore.
Here's a cell phone that I use. It's an older. It's a G3 G3. But what I went out and bought, I don't know if you guys can see this. It's called the Gorilla Stand. It's
a tripod. My daughter has
it's a little tripod. I mean, you can literally take the legs and bend it any way you want. So, let's say there's a book here, right? So now you're sitting. I like this one because if I go out in nature, or even sometimes some of my videos you saw, I take them in the truck. I lay these legs out literally flat like this.
Oh, I like that better than what my daughter just has a regular tripod. I wish hers bent like that.
I got a regular one also. Like the other day when I did the behind the scenes, the other one was set up behind here, and then I got an even better tripod, which is my daughter's, that actually stands up proper to put a full camera on. There you go, John. There you go. Yeah. So this one, what I did was for $50, essentially, is this tripod works like anybody's tripod. You can get all this on Amazon. I went on Amazon. I got this guy here, I think for $40.
That's where I got my daughter's. Well, her camera came with one, but then we got her extra.
But what's really it's not this guy here. It's not the tripod itself that's valuable in this case. It's this that's valuable. This here was $60. It's a little fold up piece of plastic. It looks like nothing at all. It's got the little screw hole to fit into the base. It opens up, but it extends. Now what you do is you get I'm gonna try to see if we can get this in here. My fingers are fat. Let's see if we can do this properly here. You get it hooked on the top of your cell phone, and then you extend it down to hook onto your cell phone, and it holds your cell phone while your cell phone is doing the recording process.
That's cool.
Yeah. Now, the actual device has a little clip right here, and this guy here, slides in. I'm trying to do this while talking at the same time. Walking and talking is not my strong point. Hold on a second here. Oh, it's 'cause it's sideways. So
We men are not multitasking.
yeah, so you see, I don't know if you can see this. It's beveled a bit and
Yeah.
how it's made, so it just slides in,
Uh-huh.
slides
Uh-huh.
in, snaps, and now
Very
your
cool.
cell phone's sitting on a tripod.
That's cool.
Yeah, so you don't need very much for $100. You've got a tripod. You can put your camera, your cell phone on it. That I can take my cell phone and flip it over and use the back camera. I can sit and film somebody. I don't have to be filming me. Um,
The tripod shouldn't cost $100 now.
well, yeah, well that little one costs about 100. That's a high end one. That's called the Gorilla tripod. Can somebody turn on the basement lights, please?
Here's the thing: a lot of people complained in a couple years ago that using like a JVZ or JVZ, one of those regular digital video cameras.
Go with
that
Sony.
they
Go with Sony's
they-
better.
Well, they couldn't load it to their computer, so they said it was easier to load their videos from like either their smartphone or from a little miniature video cam than using their traditional cam for some
Yeah.
reason.
Now,
So that was the other factor that they had problems with.
what got me confused with a lot of this technology that's out there at when I first got started in video. Now this isn't that long ago. I haven't been doing very much video stuff for ages. I mean, we started doing these live chats only October. Okay, so go on the websites for classified ads and stuff like that, and go look up equipment, tripod, camera. You're going to want to get stuff that's relatively new. But this screw essentially now fits any device that will fit in the bottom of a camera. I mean, if you look at the bottom of a camera, there's a little screw hole right there.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys can see it, a little screw hole right there. Yeah, you got it too, John? Yep.
Yeah.
So you see, even John's will fit on this tripod.
So with my daughters.
Yeah, my camera stand right below here. If I unscrew him, actually, let's unclip it here and show you guys.
She has two different tripods. One is it's like a frame, just made for specific, iPad or phone or whatever. And then she has a screw kind of like you have. But I always get them brand new, not refurbished, because I don't trust that.
Yeah, there's the screw. If I undo this screw goes back on the Gorilla rack, on the Gorilla tripod, and then I've got the little tiny hole. So we come along. Now, if you get stuff that's 20, 30 years old, then there's a problem, because going way back, you had to get a tripod for every different kind of apparatus out there. So, I mean, this isn't rocket science. Anybody can do this stuff, I mean, it's stupid simple. There you go. Now my phone is mounted on a tripod. You see?
Very cool.
You see? And this tripod here, I spent 15 on. Because
Yeah,
you
I
talked
spent my
about
doors
this
was
before.
$15-20.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's all aluminum and plastic. It's delicate. You can't bang it around or anything. But if I want, now I can sit it out in the back, and I don't know if you guys can see it, or is it off camera? There you go.
My daughter got a mobile device and a digital camera before I even got myself my first one, because I was stuck with 35 millimeter, because I've always put her before myself.
But it says my wife's name on it.
Hi, Tina.
But you see, getting into digital photography, you see, now everybody leaves the house, and now the stream is green. It's because nobody's downloading stuff. Oh my god. Getting into photography, a lot of people are afraid of it because they don't know the technology. Look, if you got a cell phone like this, like Belinda's saying, you can use that. You don't need to have a handheld camera. You don't need to have expensive equipment. I have access to a camera that's $8,000 if I want to do really high-end production. But I'm talking about, I'll get the model number. But I mean, literally, it's 16 inches long, 8 inches high. It's got the huge end. I mean, you set it on your shoulder. It's got special straps to hold it on your shoulder. But you don't need something that big if you're just doing YouTube stuff, because I mean, let's face it, they put out the video in 720p or 1080p. You don't need TV grade production to do the stuff that we're doing today. I mean, like today, like us here. The camera that's recording me right now is a webcam. It's a Logitech webcam that I spent $20 on. You know, so a
That's why
lot.
I have Logitech, but I have the high-end Logitech.
Oh, mine's cheap. Mine's $20. I bought I dirt cheap.
Logitech's cool. Logitech's cool.
Yeah,
They
but you
make
Yeah,
don't.
good
I've used
stuff.
them for years.
Yeah, but you don't need to spend a lot to. These people that say, "Oh, I spend thousands of dollars," and I'm sorry, but some of those people are just idiots. I mean, you don't
Well,
need.
sometimes you get what you pay for, but it depends, not always. That's
Yeah,
why I
that's
always
it.
said before, it depends on what it is. I don't go by the name, although some people charge you for just the name. You know, like my one girlfriend and I, one time we went shopping at the mall. She went to Lord and Taylor, got the same kind of stretch pants that I have, right? She paid $40. I went over to what we call Bradley. So
Yeah,
it's like
I
another
know it.
kind
I
of
know it. Yeah,
yeah, and they're not around now, but back then they were. And I paid like $8 for the same exact pair just because she paid for the name Lord and Taylor.
that's right.
Yeah.
This
And
one.
she thought that was better.
This one here, I wanted to get it. I didn't care what the guy charged me. It's got a level right there,
That's
so
cool.
it gives you the idea as to where
Yeah.
your marker is.
Yeah.
That is worth getting. If you even if the person was going to charge $50 for it, grab it. It's worth having. I don't know how many times I'm sitting there going, oh, okay, we're level, you know, and it's worth having. It's a stupid
Yeah,
feature.
my daughter has a level, yeah, where she can make it different heights because you do. I think that you do need that.
Yeah.
But that's the thing is like, see, if you're going to do really professional photography, then I could see where you would need all the different lenses, like, you know, high-end resolution.
Yeah.
But if you're doing simple like internet marketing, like the majority of us would be
Yeah,
doing,
like what we're
you-
doing.
right, you still want at least a good quality. I mean, you don't want to get like a cheap. You don't want to get like the lowest resolution. You still want decent resolution. It just doesn't have to be like super hot.
Well, the camera I'm on right now, I think, is 10 megapixel. The cell phone. Actually, here let's try it out here. Let's get the. Let's give me a second here.
You still want at least.
Belinda, you still there?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Give me 1 second here. Let me turn this on, and we'll get a little stream going here. Does anybody know what the number is to the chat for the Zoom room?
I could look.
976.
Okay, you beat me to it.
MAR0000. Is it? Join.
There you are.
Remember, Lawson, everywhere you go, there you are.
William Hanks is
Oh
here.
wow! Hey, hi guys. There you go. So we turn the camera on. There we go. Now you see, it's the camera. It literally is me on this camera, and we come along and we just simply clip it into our little tripod, and we can set up our tripod. Part of the noise. I just got something I can move. Oops. Am I still filming? Am I doing it? Is it still coming through? No, it's not. I made a boo-boo. There. Let's see what this looks like now. There we go. There's a shot of my office. So this is a 16 megapixel, but it's really fussy on the lighting. Look, you can see, like here, you can see my hand. Let's bring it up full screen. Come on. How do we do that now? Oh, like that. No, I still can't do it. Now all I got is John on the screen. John, get off the screen. So you can see my hand over here because of the lighting, but if I come on this side of the light bulb, this camera is really fussy with nothing that's lit up, you know. So you got to go through the equipment and see. The camera that I'm on here is really good with lighting. It's able to adjust and figure out. I mean, you can see the whiteboard behind me. It's got shadows on it from the tree and stuff, but it's got very little shadow from me. If I decide
Where's
to,
the light?
if I really decide to
In front
mess up, if I really decide to mess up the background, there you go. There's some more lighting, you know.
Your light is in front of you, or what?
Well, I got a light up here. I got a fluorescent white light bulb right above me,
Okay.
there above me. But it's between me and that little camera there.
Okay.
You can see it kind of right there on the other screen. You can see it's kind of right there but it's
Yeah.
I'm between the light source and the camera, but that camera should still be able to pick up lighting behind me, but yet I'm showing up as black. Hey, I'm showing up like you. I'm getting closer. I'm getting closer.
You get there. You get
I'm getting
there.
there. I'm getting
Keep
there.
working.
Oh, my whole back is getting black.
I'm not going to touch that one with the 10-foot pole.
Oh, I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna go there, girlfriend. White lives matter.
So do moronic lives.
Moronic lives matter. That's it. That's it.
Whoa.
So, John, do you want to do
Yes,
the talk? Oh, now you can see what I do behind the scenes when my hands here and the little balls here. I'm playing with the ball.
That didn't sound right either, but I'm just going to leave that one
Yeah,
alone.
I play with my ball. Lady. I'm just stepping into my trap.
You know what? We could turn this into something really bad, but we need to be on extreme for that.
Yeah, well, we are on stream.
No,
Oh,
extreme.
extreme. Yes, yes, we
Extreme.
have to start the Mardox Extreme channel in 2017. We got to do it after the holidays. We got to do it.
Yes,
One day a
I
week.
said to do it on the weekend after the New Year's.
Yeah, we're gonna be doing a Mardox live chat Monday through Friday. Friday being the day that everybody's invited in. And Saturdays we're going to be doing the Mardox Extreme channel. So there's a brand new channel. I'll put a link in the bottom below. And same thing goes. You could win on it, but it's going to literally be anything. Anything can be said. I mean, there's no holds bar there. It's
You'll win booby trap prizes.
yeah. Come on in, join. We don't know what the prize is today. It's we'll find out at the end of the month. You may or may not
Yeah,
like it.
goose.
You know. And everyone's gonna be welcome just the same. Get your vote in there. But John, there's a contest going on. I heard a rumor about a contest going on.
Yes, there is a contest going on. There is a contest that if you tune in to the Mardox live stream and you subscribe, like, and comment on the video, you will be entered into the prize draw. Your name will be put in the digital hat, and you will be able to win one of two $25 Amazon gift certificates.
And that's
So-
for this month of what's this month in
For the
year?
month of December. For
Yeah,
the month of December 2016. So, yes. So subscribe, like, and comment. Well, you can dislike, but that's not so cool.
Yeah,
No.
that's just. I mean, there are
Yeah.
people. There are people that dislike. I don't know why, but please comment. You're an idiot
Yeah.
if you come in and you go, oh, dislike, click, and leave. You're an idiot. You're
If you
subscribed.
If
You're
you
subscri-
dislike, let us know.
Yeah, you're subscribed. You dislike. That counts as a like and a dislike because we don't know what you like or dislike. The system sees it as a thumbs event. So then comment. Don't be an idiot. Comment. Tell us why you disliked it. We'll change things up. But what's better is that you can slander us, just crush us. You can try to destroy our moral standards, and you might still win.
And if you talk about Nelson, anything goes. So, it's okay.
That's it.
And you might win an extra prize if you try to look like John.
But you got to pull it off.
Yeah.
You have to pull it off. I've been trying hard. I mean, I looked like a white carp. And I'm
You
trying to
don't.
go
We
to-
don't want it. We don't want another Nelson in the world. I'm kidding.
Hey, talking about a carp. A carp, you guys know, is a fish, right?
Yeah.
And on Pokemon, there is Magikarp, and it's a fish. It's a fluttering fish that nobody really wants. But now I'm not a guru in Pokemon. I might make a mistake. There's a video that I'll see if I can grab the link again. A couple days ago, it was showed up, but it's about 20 minutes long. If you were to have a Magikarp in Pokemon, and if you were to evolve it into I believe it's a Gyarados, which is a huge snake-like flying dragon kind of thing. If you do the comparison, it's 2,000% its natural size from being a Magikarp to a Gyarados. And they did the math on this percentage-wise as to what makes up a carp today's fish, the carp. They took that as an example. They took the percentages of what makes up a fish, literally the minerals, the elements, the how much hydrogen, oxygen, all this, and they said if you were to expand that carp that weighs a pound to a 500, actually less than a pound, 2,000%, like a half a pound, all the way up to a huge dragon, and it happens instantly. The metamorphosis happens in literally a second, right? Click, this event they showed would cause a black hole because this little critter would suck in a 4-story apartment building. It would suck it in to a singularity to bring in all the minerals, the metals, the iron, the phosphate, all the minerals that were needed to make the larger creature, and everything that's not needed would be expelled. And when you expel atoms without their proper electrons, you'd effectively have a neutron bomb. So you would have, at a 4-story apartment building, with two apartments on each floor, you would have this thing in a second go gone. Okay, everything else would be a neutron bomb. If you guys remember Hiroshima, it would be about that size, about the state of Nevada. Kaboom! I don't know about you guys, but if Pokemon really existed, after the first one evolved, I would be the first one out there trying to murder them all, not catch them all.
Nelson's the kind of person that if there's a nuclear bomb going off like there was, I'm not making fun of what happened with NASA years ago. All I know, all the jokes were going around about that. But it does remind me of something. If Nelson was on a NASA or anything like that, he would be the guy that says, "What is this button for?" And then,
dude, what does this do? What did this button do? Dude, don't push the button. But it's like, I'll get the link to the video. The guy did it good. It's on the Game Theorist. It's really good episode. But you really gotta pay attention to what he says because he talks so fast through it. But it's 20 minutes.
I don't know what he talks about. Okay,
he does talk fast. It's 20 minutes long. And by the time he gets to the end of it, you realize, no, we don't want Pokemon in the real world. We really don't. It's gonna be a disaster. The world's gone. When it tries to bring in the amount of hydrogen it needs, the hydrogen atoms, not water but hydrogen, it would have to suck in hydrogen from a space of 220 billion cubic kilometers. If there's not a barrel of water between you and the Magikarp while it evolves, you're the next best thing. It will suck all the hydrogen out of your body. You're dead.
Wow. Have you ever seen the movie Ant-Man, the Marvel movie?
Oh yeah, and they did a whole theory on that one too.
Yeah, okay. I just watched it the other day. Cool movie. I like what they did with it. Really cool.
Yeah, it's really cool. But what the filmmakers are neglecting to tell us is the laws of physics state very clearly you cannot make anything out of nothing, and you cannot get nothing out of anything. Only thing that can give you nothing is nothing.
Normal, average viewers don't care.
I know, but when I look at that, I'm like, you can't shrink down. The guy would still weigh the same amount. It would just be more dense. Do you want Ant-Man to be on your shoulder if he weighs 200 pounds? Next time you have 200 pounds on your shoulder, you just crush the guy. The train would still weigh the same amount as the train when it inflated. The toy would still weigh the same amount. It would just be like foam.
Don't blow the fantasy, okay?
I love Ant-Man. I watched it. I really did like it. It was really cool.
It was really good. It was really funny, and it was really good.
I'm not a big consumer of the Marvel comics and stuff like that. I don't really look into comic books. I mean, superhero first thing comes to mind is Superman. Superhero, right? I mean, I got no posters of anything of the sort. But the one superhero that I really, really love, well, two now because I watched the movie a couple days ago. Two. The first one is I just lost the one with the robot there. I just lost his name.
Iron Man?
Iron Man, yes, thank you. Iron Man, the movie, I love that series. I love the idea. When I was a kid, it was like, hey, if you could fly, what would you have to do to make it so you could fly, be a superhero with a suit? And I was very analytical, and now looking at that, I'm like, wow, they came up with this, but it's like
they did good.
The technology is just not there yet, But
They
it will
did
be.
good with the
It will
movie.
be. I
Yeah.
mean, we have exoskeletons now for people that can't walk, and they can
Yeah.
walk. The
Yeah.
other
Al
one
says the kind
is
of guy that if you were sitting in a sorry, not to interrupt. If
yeah.
he's sitting in a movie theater, he'd be talking to the movie, and people would be throwing popcorn behind him.
Here, catch.
This is not realistic. No, this just couldn't happen. I mean, he wouldn't get that. It's just about the fantasy.
I would probably stand up and go, "This is stupid. I'm leaving." Throw my popcorn. That cat. Wait a minute. Sit back down. The other one I love, and I hope to God they do another movie on it, is Deadpool. When I saw that movie,
I've
it
seen
blew my
that one.
mind. It was awesome that he broke the fourth screen. That he talks to the crowd. It's hilarious. It's nuts. Go watch it.
I hadn't watched that one yet.
It there is foul language. There's stuff.
Yeah.
If you're not into foul language, you're not gonna like it. There's foul language. The guy is crude, but it's hilarious. I mean,
Yeah.
This
go
the
watch
one
it.
with Reynolds. What's his name? Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I'll have to go look it up. But really, really good. I really hope they make a second one. I really do. But usually, like, how Hollywood does it, right? They go to make a second movie or something, and it's like they just screw it up.
Often they screw it up, yeah. But they've been doing good with the Marvel stuff. I must say they've been doing pretty good. I used to collect comics.
Look at what Hollywood did with Berlin. They created a new Berlin, and now it's just full of Americans. They could have kept the Germans. I love the Germans. They're good people. Oh,
yeah.
wow.
Then they send Americans to Germany, right?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Well, they got to balance out the intelligence factor.
Did y'all hear that they caught the guy that was responsible for the?
Oh yeah. Let's go into the news here. Let's make a Mardox Extreme episode here. Go for it. They caught the guy. Yes.
They caught him in Italy.
Oh, they got him. Good. And what was what was his reasoning for this bull?
He's dead.
But they don't know why he did it.
No. Well, he had uploaded, or ISIS uploaded a thing where he dedicated himself to them or some bullcrap like that.
Oh, it is.
So
it is ISIS related. Oh.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah. That's kind of why he did it. But he managed to get to Italy somehow.
Yeah.
And it was like 3:00 in the morning there, and they noticed somebody acting suspiciously, and the police, and they stopped him to check his ask for his papers, and he went in his bag and started pulling out his papers. He pulled out a .22 caliber, and he injured one of the cops and ran behind a car, and the other cop went around the car and shot him.
Yeah.
Dead.
And for those of you that don't know this, because this isn't really advertised a lot here. The first day, the next day, it was talked about, and then it's gone. The media's not talking anything about it. John's referring to the incident in Berlin where a driver drove an 18-wheeler, a semi-truck, into the stands. What do they call it, John?
The Christmas market.
The Christmas market. Yeah.
Yeah.
And killed 12 people?
Something like that.
12 or 15 people, something like that, and a whole bunch of people injured. It was terrible. It was absolutely terrible. On the flip side, John from Bermuda is doing better, apparently. He's still not out of his coma. John from Bermuda is one of our members at Mardox. And he's also a repeat visitor on the other website that I watch. Is called whatreallyhappened.com. You can go on YouTube. Michael Rivero puts out a show every day. It's 3 hours long, 2.5 hours long with content. I wait till it's all done, and I watch it for only 2.5 hours, 2.25 hours long. 3 hours roll the commercial, but he does a live podcast where people can call in and give their opinions on what goes on, what really happened relative to the corporate news. A really good show. There's no swearing. Some people say that there's brainwashing going on, so if it's not your cup of tea, I watch it because I tend to get the real news out of this stuff. But John from Barbados
Bermuda.
basically is doing better. He's in a coma. He went in because they gave him an induced coma because he couldn't stop coughing due to a lung illness, and he's still in the coma, and he should be done with the coma tomorrow or day after. So I'm hoping he's going to pull through this especially during Christmas. So, and it just happens to be one of our members at Mardox. And it's like you hear something like this. It's such a small world. There's so many people out there that are interacting.
It's amazing.
That's it. So send your prayers out today. Like I told John, today I'm Jehovah's Witness today, so my prayers go out to him too. On my schedule tomorrow, I'm going to spin the wheel and see what religion I am tomorrow.
Jeez, you're messed up.
It is messed up. I never was able to say what religion I am. One day I'm atheist, next day I'm Buddhist, next day I'm Jehovah's Witness. I'm never Mormon. I don't know. When I spin the wheel, it never hits Mormon. I don't know why.
You know what? It would be easy for you to become Mormon. You're already a moron. Just add the M. Okay,
that's a religion, people. Moronism.
Sorry. No, you know what though? I always wonder why they call it Mormon, because think about it. If you can have more than one wife, if you're underground Mormon, that is. They still tell you that, but they still practice that underground.
Yeah, if you talk, but that's in every religion. There's a lot of underground stuff on even Catholics are the worst. I mean, I was baptized Catholic. I went to Catholic school.
Yeah.
I went to Catholic school.
Then my mom.
Our Catholic school was a couple blocks away from the Catholic church, which we had to go to once a week and go through the whole process of the church thing. And I've been through all that. And there's a lot. No. There's no priest involved. There's no priest in my past.
No. But my mom said don't be Catholic, and as she turned to Protestant Christianity before she died, she got saved and became born again. But the thing is, here's the thing. Some Mormons that do practice polygamy still. They should be calling it the More Women Church, because this way the wives want to have more husbands. They could call it the More Men Church. Mormon. Yeah.
That's right.
But actually, God,
the Mormons.
God hates religion. It's not about religion. It's about Jesus. That's what it's about.
That's it. But the one thing I don't like about the Mormons is that when I talk to them, they never say they're Mormon. They say they're a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.
Yes.
If you're part of a religion that you can't honestly own the name that you're part of, then why are you in that religion? I say I'm Catholic. I'm Catholic. I'm Catholic. I have no shame about it. I was baptized Catholic. I'll go along with it. I make a joke about me being something different every day, and that's just to edge my bet so that when I do die, hopefully I'm on the right religion for that day when I go to the pearly gates. John is taking a big gamble. It may not be Jehovah's Witness when it comes time. It might be Mormon, and you can't trick God. But but if you're Mormon, say you're Mormon. Don't go around telling people that, I'm a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.
No, a lot of them will call themselves Christians, but they're not really Christian because they don't really believe in the Trinity. They don't believe.
That's right. There's
a lot of things like they believed Jesus and Satan were brothers. I mean, it's really out there. But they call themselves Christians because they want to get you into the fold.
Yeah, you see, we're just giving people a sample at the end of this episode of what Mardox Extreme is going to be. We're going to pick on John and his religion. Hey, John, you're going to teach us the ways, right, John?
I want to go door to door with John.
There you go. Hey, guys, let's wrap it up. Hey, this is a long episode. We're only quarter past already.
We're overtime.
Yeah, and I know John's got WWE going on.
Yeah, WWE's on. I gotta go.
Yeah,
and I gotta go too.
That's it. So this was the daily live chat for Mardox.com for December 23rd, 2016. Make sure to subscribe, like, and comment. We're going to be pulling 2 winners out of the digital hat at the end of the month on December 31st. 2 winners are going to win there's 2 winners. Each are going to win one $25 Amazon gift card for December 2016. So get in there, subscribe, like, and comment. Get it done, get it going, and you run the risk of winning. We'll be back we will be back tomorrow, but tomorrow we're just going to put up a Yule log. I will be here. Whoever wants to come in can come in. I'm probably going to start the Yule log video probably at midnight tonight. We're going to do a whole 24-hour, probably even all the way through Christmas. We'll just do a live stream all the way through, and if somebody's here, you can talk. If there's nobody here, there's nobody here. Keep it clean and come on in and say Merry Christmas to people if you want, and we'll leave it like that. You guys want to say bye for today?
God bless everybody. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and goodbye.
Yeah, but Linda's gonna be God. No, I'm kidding.
We're slapping